Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So this video is going to be the two Ring doorbell cameras. So we have one that's the neighbor beside her and then one which is the neighbor across the street, okay? So I'm going to go in order as far as the times of everything happening, and as I go I'll tell you what's what. So yeah, here they are. So this is from January 27th. So this is the day that it all happens, the day that Gannon is reported missing. So this is at 10:13 a.m. This is the one where we see Gannon getting into the truck. So this is the last time Gannon is seen alive. Okay, so you see Tisha walking out to the truck right now. She's going to back it in. She's backing it in. Okay, she's getting out. She leaves the door open because she's about to bring Gannon out. So Gannon's about to come out. He dropped something. She ends up saying it's some kind of electronic. She doesn't say what. He just stands there and she ends up picking it up for him. So I still think that's kind of important, that if he drops his electronic, what is it, his switch, or I don't even know what electronic, but you would think he would want to pick it up. It'd be important enough for him to pick it up, but he doesn't. He just stands there, which goes along with them finding hydrocodone in his system. It's making him not function properly. Okay, I'm going to play that part again. I'm going to turn off the volume to see if we could hear anything. Just pay attention. Watch, he does drop something. Let's see if he says anything. Because I don't think before, did we have any videos with the audio before? I feel like this is the first time I'm hearing it with the audio. So you hear Letecia say something to Gannon after he drops whatever he drops. I'm not sure what she's saying, but you could actually hear him drop it too. I'll replay it. I have it up as loud as I can get it too, so. So Leticia's about to walk back to the truck and drive away. So you'll look to the right of the screen. Did you hear those noises? What is that banging? It almost sounds like gunshots, but obviously it's not because law enforcement would have, I mean, they went over this footage. They would have recognized it if it was a gunshot, right? And they are under the impression, their narrative is that Gannon returned home with Letecia after this little trip and he was still alive. That's their narrative. So I'm sure if this was a gunshot, they would have recognized it, right? It's just weird because, I mean, we know she did shoot him. She shot one bullet. I forget how many. I think there was 3, wasn't there? So one got him and like 2, the other ones missed maybe. Wait a minute. If she used the pillow to silence it a little bit, she put the pillow in front of the gun, it might not have been that loud. And then it makes the dog start barking, whatever it is. I don't know, guys. I'm just brainstorming out loud. Let me know what you guys think. It might, I mean, what do you guys think that sounds like? I'm going to replay it again. So I thought of something else it could be. Maybe it's the garage door shutting. Because if you notice on a couple other clips, when the garage door opens or shuts, it's kind of a little rusty or, you know, it doesn't do it that smoothly. So it could be that. Well, let me know what you guys think. So the next clip is at 2:20. You see her pulling up here in the red truck. So this is that same day at 2:20 p.m. And she's going to back in the garage, which they said was not like her. Normally she didn't back in. Sorry, I said back in the garage. She doesn't go into the garage, but she backs in the driveway, I mean. So she is getting into her T-Gon so she could back it into the garage. So you'll hear it start up here in a minute, and then you'll see her pull out and back in. So she's going to start it right now. Okay, so this clip's kind of interesting because this is how it was in their files, law enforcement's files, because when I ordered the files, this was a separate file right after that, the video I just showed you, and it's a zoomed in version. And if you see where it's zoomed in at when she pulls up, it's a zoomed in version of what we just watched, that clip we just watched, right? Now, when she pulls up, you see it's zoomed in so you could kind of see under the car because, I mean, remember we heard that they thought that they saw a little shadow because they think Gannon got out at 2:20 when she comes home. They think he gets out from the other side, or it could just be, you know, from her getting out and the car kind of going down, or it could be actually her door. When she opens her door, the shadow from her door, because you could see it coincides with her opening her door. But there's another clip from across the street. They have a different angle from a Ring video. And for some reason, they freaking cut it off right when Gannon would have walked out, if that is his shadow on the other side of the truck. And I don't know why they did that. What are they trying to hide? Because, I mean, it makes no sense. Because you could tell that there's still movement. The video would have still been recording. So why did they cut it off? And it's not because it's like, oh, maybe he looks so bad and they didn't want you to see it. No, because they sent me all of the disturbing photos of him and in the suitcase and everything. So, I mean, it's not to protect that kind of stuff. So part of me makes me wonder, is it because they don't see him walking out and it will kind of mess up their narrative of how they think it all happened and where and stuff? I mean, I'm just confused. Why would they leave that part out? What do you guys think? So they already had this zoomed in. Like I said, it's, I'm sure, to show the little shadow at the bottom. Okay, right there, you hear her open the door and shut it real quick before she actually comes out. And you can actually hear it better on on the other camera that's from across the street, which I'm going to be showing you. But I'm going to replay that again. I just like to point out everything, you know, trying to figure out exactly what happened, and every little step counts. So yeah, it looks like she pulls in, backs in or whatever, and then goes to open the door, changes her mind for some reason in that moment, shuts it back, and then like a minute later she gets out. Okay, I'm going to replay it again. I'll put my little speaker thing when I hear it. Coming up when she gets out. It's like right as she like is getting out. If you look on the other side, like I said, I would think it was him, right? I mean, it makes sense. It looks like it could be a shadow of somebody getting out on the other side. But then why would they need to cover that up? Because if they're saying that they think it's him, and then there's another video across the street that confirms that, why wouldn't they keep that in the files? I mean, the only thing I could think of is why they would want to delete that is because it doesn't go along with what their narrative that they were going to tell at the trial was. So, or I should say what they did tell at the trial. They're not going to want to keep that in the discovery and the evidence if it's not going along with the story that they're telling of how it all happened, right? Well, of course, we would expect like a honest, truthful law enforcement would, but who freaking knows? Who freaking knows anymore? Okay, I'm going to play it one more time. I'm going to turn up the volume because you could actually possibly maybe hear 2 car doors shut. So, I mean, so is it him or not? And then I'll play the other clip. So I have a little speaker thing that pops up to show you where I hear the 2 possible door shutting sounds, that maybe one is hers and one is his. So I want to play this same clip one more time, and now watch it one more time with how it's like simultaneously goes with the door opening. Okay, so here is a clip from across the street where they cut it off right when he would have gotten out at 2:20. So this is the same clip that we just watched of the whole, was it his shadow or wasn't it, but just from this angle. So I got the zoomed in one that we just watched up there in the top left corner, and then the new one right, well, you see it. I lined them up, matched them up so they're at the same time. So yeah, the Ring doorbell stops right there on that one that we would have been able to see him. Maybe it was just bad luck, and that's when it stopped recording for some reason. Maybe they have theirs set up where it doesn't record as long as this other one. But man, that's some bad luck if that's the case. Like, somehow it just stopped recording. Like, they just recorded this short little clip, and they just recorded it like another minute. It would have got Gannon walking in. No, what do you guys think? Just something innocent, just bad luck, it just went off before? or was it purposely cut off so we couldn't see? Okay, so you heard the door shut. So she opens the door, shuts it. This is the part, same part, but different angle. Okay, I'll play it again. Oh, you could actually see the door opening too, if you look close enough. Okay, I'm gonna play it twice in a row. So this next clip is from 2:29, the same day. So 9 minutes after the one we just watched. So at 2:29 p.m., January 27th, you see Tisha walk out from the garage basically and kind of look around. And then you could hear her doing something in there in the garage. It sounds like she's in the garage doing something. This is from 3:11 p.m. that day. So did you hear one of the kids yell, Lena must be out somewhere? They say, it sounds like they say, that's not a carpet, Lena, which is interesting because we know the whole carpet ordeal. Oh, I have a lot of pictures. The burned carpet. I have some. I'll end up showing it in one of my videos, some of the pictures. Okay, I'll share a few here, but there's more than this, which I'll end up showing them all throughout my videos. And this is from 4:37 that day. So here comes Harley in the white car. That's about all that happens. And then when she walks in, I'll just speed up the rest of it after that because there's nothing really much else that happens on this clip. So Lena and Harley are about to walk out. Remember, Harley takes her to the store with her, which gives Tisha more time to do whatever the heck she freaking does. So this next clip is at 6:18 a.m. on January 28th. So this is basically the next morning of the day that Gannon went missing on the 27th. So this is the 28th, the next morning. Okay, so you see she goes out and moves the truck a few feet up. I'm not sure why she does this. And another thing is I don't see her walking out. It's almost like, it seems like she's walking from the road. I can't figure that out. I'll show you what I mean, though. Okay, I freeze framed it. So you see her right there, right? She walked from this, I don't know, from the inside the car or the side of the car. I'm not sure where she came from, but from the road, walks out in front of the car. And when I start it back up, you'll see then she just basically turns around right there and goes back to the car, or the truck, I should say, sorry, and then moves it. So where did she come from? Was she just sitting in the truck? Or, I mean, I guess maybe the video picked up, like the ring triggered from the movement of her walking out, but it should have caught her like at least halfway out. Like it should have triggered it to go on before she got all the way out to her truck. But it's like, did somebody drop her off? Or, I mean, now you see that truck driving past right then, and then she comes walking from the side. But anyway, so yeah, she walks in front of the truck and then walks back and then moves it up a couple feet. And I've tried to see if I'm just like missing her walking out from the house, and I can't see her walking out at all. Let me know if you guys do. Okay, so the next clips I'm going to play you is her going from the truck to her Tegan in the garage, and then she pulls out and leaves for 10 minutes. And the GPS records her, and what she does is she goes up to Bradley Road, then turns back around. And they have this labeled in the Discovery as practice run. So here it is. So the other one cuts off and then it picks back up when she's actually already out of the garage. Garage door's already shut and she drives off. This is at 6:22 a.m. I'll replay it again with the sound. So here's the map that law enforcement put together. The clip we just watched, this is where she pulls out and they tracked her going that route right there. Going up the road, she goes up to Bradley Road and then turns back around. So yeah, it says following outbound text message at 6:21 a.m. on 1/28/2020 from Letecia's phone. The Tegan is seen leaving the residence. Life 360 app data shows her phone travel a short distance north before returning to the residence. Surveillance shows the Tegan driving and then backing into the garage at 6:36 a.m. At 6:27 a.m., Letecia's phone utilized a tower north of the residence to receive a text message. And the text message is this. I might have to find it in her records. So it looks like she sent a text message at 6:21 a.m. and then got an incoming call at 6:40 a.m. And it gives the phone number of the call and it gives the phone number of the text. So if I could figure out if those numbers are in the document somewhere of who it is, I'll let you guys know if I find it. Oh wait, there's actually another incoming text at 6:27 a.m. She gets a text. And it's the same number that she texts out. So, okay, so she texts this person at 6:21 and then they must respond at 6:27 because it's the same number. And then she gets an incoming call at 6:40 a.m. But when she gets that incoming call, she's already back home though, because she returns home at 6:32 a.m. So, oh, and also when she makes that outgoing text, she didn't leave yet, but she is in her car. Because remember, at 6:19 is when she walks back to her Tegan, and then she sits in her car, and it picks back up at like 6:22 is when she pulls out of the driveway. So 6:19, She's in the garage, starts the car. So somewhere, either when she was sitting in the garage still, she made the text out, or she pulled out, and then as she's right before she leaves the driveway, she makes a text. I just don't know when she pulls out, because the camera picks back up when she's already in the driveway, and then she pulls out. So that's 6:22. It doesn't catch her actually pulling out of the garage, if that makes sense. Okay, so this is 6:32 a.m. She comes back after she made her trip to Bradley Street and then turned around. There she is. So sometimes she gets out and goes inside. You can't see. Can't really see when she does that, but then when the garage door opens at 6:34, you'll see her already in the garage. I'm just assuming that it's her and that she got out of the car sometime when she pulled up and went in the house and opened the garage. So I'm not sure if she doesn't have a garage door opener in her car or something. I don't know, maybe they talked about that before. I might have missed it, about that, like them having to go inside to open the garage. Okay, garage door's opening. 6:34 is when that happens. There's where the person is standing when the garage door opens, and then you'll see her walking over. I'm assuming it's Letecia. And I don't know why it just cuts off, so I don't know if the video stops recording, but you see she's going to walk out to the car, and it just ends. 6:36 when she backs the Tegan into the garage. Okay, so this is on same day, January 28th. You'll see Letecia leaving. She's going to the airport. Okay, now this one is Harley moving the Jetta in the garage after Letecia goes to the airport. Okay, this next one is Harley bringing her dogs into the hotel. It's February 1st at the Candlewood Suites is where they're staying. It's 7:46 in the evening, p.m. Okay, the next one is Tisha checking in, and the time is 7:47 p.m., so she just comes in basically a minute after Harley. Alrighty, here she comes walking into her room. So it took her, what, 3 minutes to check in? So first you'll see Harley at the elevator. She's with the two dogs. So it's 7:46. So basically she walks through the front and goes right to these elevators. So that's what these are from. Okay, now we're going to see Tisha at the elevator. And there's a mirror over there that she checks herself out. Almost looks like maybe she picks her butt a little bit, or maybe she's just kind of like rearranging her pants. But figures she would look at herself in the mirror, you know? Freaking narcissist. Alright guys, that's all I have for you on this video. But I got a lot more to make, so I got the text messages to go through. I have some of these results. I have some pictures. I have, what else? I don't know. You'll see. I'll just, I'm going to keep making videos until I show you guys everything. Well, everything that I have. Oh, and don't forget, if you guys want to see the autopsy photos, join my Patreon. And I'm probably going to be doing it within the week. So, but I mean, if you join my Patreon, you'll be able to see it whenever. You don't have to see it right when it comes out. It'll be on my page, so you'll be able to see it. But you'll have to join. So, the link's in the description. So, all right. Have a good night, everybody.